Welcome to my healing world. My name is Monica. I live in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and I am collagen babe. And I took up promoting collagen because I am the walking warrior who's been wounded since I was 7 years old. And along the way, I cut hair for 20 years. Excuse my mess, you know. When you're wearing makeup and dressing in fancy clothes for a third of your life, you just don't want to do it anymore. And it was fun when I was young. And I'm glad I quit because I'm not smothered in petroleum synthetic makeup. And I wear natural clothes because I don't want to suck in the plastic pollution in my life. And I eat organic food because I don't want to poison myself with the industrial military complex. I am creating a fire offering for my culture, my ancestors, my relations who have passed on. And I've been doing it for over 30 years, so I greatly respect my abilities to speak to spirit. The last year I have converted into being a meat eater. I've never eaten meat in my life. I've to the extent that I'm eating now, where I'm starting the day with a steak and I have another steak, and that's probably all I eat during the day because it makes me connected to that primordial taste that my ancestors had when they got meat in their mouths. And I was raised in a poor immigrant family, and when we had meat, we would just cut it into small pieces, and it would be shared with the rest of the family, 6 or 7 people. It's not like the Western diet where you just have a piece of meat and you have your sides. We had pieces of meat and 80% vegetables and rice. And so that's what I've always had in my body. And now I've learned that, I didn't have enough glue to hold myself together. So I was always scattered. I was always sickly. I was always falling down and hurting myself, even as a kid. 7 years old, I had my first concussion. So in my warrior lineage, I have survived because I want the best for myself. On this new moon in Libra, with a solar eclipse happening at 11:46 today in the morning in the Pacific Northwest. It's about 9 o'clock, and I want to spend the rest of my day in meditation and licking my wounds. Yesterday I fell on my mouth again for the 5th time, so I'm actually going through emotional shock of losing pieces of me because of my accidents. And I've always spent my life kind of dissecting or decoding, how to get from pain and suffering to happiness. And I am very fortunate this year that I found that eating a steak makes me happy. Eating a steak heals me, mends me, and gives me that voice that I've searched for all my life. When I used to speak before, I was always at a high pitch, kind of frantic and at a loss for considering the future, because it was all an act. And in this Libra new moon, I vow that I will cut that link to that nervousness that comes from using too much sugar in my diet. You know, carbohydrates, soda pop, alcohol. I was a vegetarian for 30 years. You know, whatever meat I ate, I felt guilty eating. And I now understand that, you know, in this last year, in my 60th decade, in my sixth decade, that I feel so much better. So I welcome you to my healing world. I light this fire in respect to my ancestors who also walk the same path that I walk now, with no computers, with no books, no education. Because, you know, as a woman, we weren't allowed to be educated. We weren't allowed to think. We weren't allowed to succeed. You know, everything has been pitted against us. You know, our hormones, our lack of nutrition, our lack of support, lack of compassion for our periods. I remember being in my 40s and I was just bleeding out. You know, I barely made it to my 50s because my teeth were ready to rot. My hair was falling out. It was only because I prayed so hard for answers that I got the answer of collagen. You can see the fires light up. I'm speaking my garden studio. I get to live here for the rest of my life because my family is luckily smart enough to create a place that they own. So for me, I can practice my rituals and my meditation and my eating to heal forever until my last days. I am in emotional whiplash because yesterday I fell and I smacked my teeth again. You know, your teeth are made of bone. It's connected to all the bones in your body. When they start rotting, you know that there's something probably internal that is breaking down as well, you know. I hope you're well wherever you are. And if you're following me, I'm really grateful and appreciative of your faith in me and your trust in me. All my life I've wanted to be able to speak. And sometimes God makes you fall and you get hurt, you get wounded, you get attacked, you get abused, so that you can hit the ground and understand you were born here with a soul that wants to say, I was put here to be loved and love others. I am a 6'2" human design emotional generator. And generators are warm and enveloping. This is our aura. Our aura is to, you know, be able to care for others. 70% of the earth is generators. Yet, as you can see by the news, and I am a news hound, I basically scour the news for anything that will help me live on this planet better. And what I'm seeing is people at war, because that's what the media wants to show you. And all my time online, I've wanted to just share that I am doing my best to live. and care for my fellow human beings. So I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Please stay out of the eclipse if you can. You know, shelter so that you're able to reflect on cutting the past behind and being able to walk forward with your energy to create the life that you want. What do I want? I want to live in love and respect and trust. I share my stories digitally because I know that it's what I can do. I can tell stories and I can speak from my heart about what I find. And I have found miracles and magic in my life. You know, watching your teeth regenerate is a miracle. Watching your hair grow back is a miracle. I was dying as a carbaholic until I was 50. And because I prayed, someone came at me with collagen, and I was able to knit my teeth and my hair and my bones back, my skin. Like, I post a picture every single day of my work. That's all I can do, you know. I have great respect for the eclipse season because it cuts me from society's program. You know, you go to school, you get a good job, you work 30 years at a job that doesn't fulfill you, and then you retire on medication and then you die. No, that's not how I lived. You know, I was hurt very young, and I kept on getting hurt, and so I had to find my way through the mist and the smoke and the razzle dazzle and entertainment. I'm going to see a movie called, what is that movie called? It's with Demi Moore. Oh, you look it up. It's a new one that's just out. The Seduction? No. Is not the solution. It's the... Oh well. You know what? You know how to use the internet. Look it up. I hear it's a horror movie. And I think it's right up my alley because what I see is not what I want. I want peace. I want community. I want abundant spirit. And that's what I'm working for. Have a great day wherever you are. I love you all so much. Welcome to my healing world.